In this video I'm going to show us how to do factorising monic quadratics. Firstly, let's see what happens when we expand. Okay, so this is an example of expanding using the distributive law. So if I have x plus 5 times x plus 4, using the distributive law, we do first times first, which gives us x squared. Then the outside terms, x times 4, which is 4x. Then I do my inside terms, remembering to take the plus with it, and that will give us 5x, and then the 5 times 4, so the last terms, which gives us 20. Then we collect for any like terms, so that's these ones in this case. So our answer is x squared plus 9x plus 20. So we can see from this that this 20 comes about by multiplying these last two terms, but this 9 comes about by adding the same two terms. So we can use that as a focus for our factorising. So let's look what happens when we have to factorise. So if I have, we'll start with the same equation so we can see what happens. X squared plus 9x plus 20. So if I look at the 20, I need to find two numbers that multiply to be 20, so the factors of 20. So the first thing we do is we write down the factors of 20. 1 and 20, 2 and 10, 4 and 5. So they're the only factors of 20. Then we look at what happens when we add these up. Which set of numbers gives us this number here? As we go on to equations where we've got pluses and minuses, we still get the same factors, but we can then add and subtract these numbers, not just add them up. So in this one, it's pretty easy to tell that 4 plus 5 equals 9, and 4 times 9 equals 20. So 4 and 9 are the numbers that we'll use. So what we do is we set up two sets of brackets. We know that our pronumeral is x, so x squared. So to get the x squared, we have to have x in each bracket. We know from what we did here, where we found our factors, that our numbers we need are 4 and 5. So we put a 4 and a 5. And because all of our signs are positive in our brackets, we put positive. So to factorise this, x squared plus 9x plus 20, that equals, in brackets, x plus 4 times x plus 5. So let's look at another equation. X squared plus 21x plus 20. Now this is pretty straightforward because here we're using 20 as we're trying to find the factors of 20. So our factors of 20, as we already did here before, is 1 and 20, 2 and 10, and 4 and 5. Now this time we're looking for two numbers. When we multiply them, they multiply to be 20, and when we add them, they add together to be 21. So obviously 1 and 20 are our numbers. So we do the same process. Equals, set up my brackets. Our pronumeral is x, so x squared, we need to have an x in each bracket. We know that the numbers that we want are 1 and 20. And because both of these signs are positive, we put a plus in both of these. And that's it. X squared plus 21x plus 20. We factorise that. It's x plus 1 times x plus 20. Now, you should never get this wrong, because when you finish, you can check it by multiplying it out. But I'm not going to worry about that now. Alright, good luck.